Hi, and welcome to the Carolina Sports District, the #1 youth sports show in the Carolinas, also known as TCSD. Let's go! We are back in the Carolina Sports District studios, hard at work putting together shows for you. We are continuing to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as you can see with our pink pom-poms over there. Now on this episode, we will debut the 2013 fall season pound for pound top 20 rankings. We know you've been looking forward to that, as have we, so we're ready to get into those. We will also have another game of the week for this week, so be prepared to listen and see if it's your game. We had so many great games that we got to see last weekend, so you know what time it is. Time to get into the highlights. Come on, let's go. We start this week with the NCYFL as the Pee Wee East Meck Tar Heels took on the Ravens. With the Heels up early, 6-0, the Ravens quickly answer as they drop back for a pass. Too much pressure by the Heels, the quarterback scrambles, and does he do it? Does he? Yes, I believe so. There he goes. He goes for 52 yards on the broken play for a touchdown, tying the game. Extra point no good. Heels answer right back at the very next play on the return, scoring a 65-yard touchdown. The game started looking like a shootout with this 45-yard pass, which would set up a touchdown 2 plays later. After halftime, the Heels defense cracked down on the Ravens with this pick six by a TCSD familiar name, Mr. Noah Peterson. Heels run away with this one, winning 33-12. We move from one Raven to another as we go to Revolution Park, where the Pee Wee Pop Warner Porter Ridge Ravens took on the Powell Raiders. The Raiders defense was ready to play early with this nice tackle for a loss. Ravens brought their defense early too. The Raiders quickly found their answer, and he wears the number 2 jersey, going for a 47-yard touchdown. The Raiders did what any other coach would do on the next series and gave it back to the same person, Mr. Number 2, for the same result, this time from 69 yards out. Ravens get a spark of life here. But it was just not the best day to be a Raven on the scoreboard. A lot had to do with this guy right here, scoring this time from 80 yards out. He had over 200 yards in touchdowns alone. Goodness gracious, number 2. Raiders win big, 33-0. We move now to the CMYFL as the 7U Cardinals take on the Longhorns. Cardinals proving they can run like big guys, scoring from 50 yards out. Longhorns get a run game going themselves here. But the Cardinals pull out the air attack, proving to be too much for the Longhorns. Cardinals win this one 34-0. We go to the 9U Ballantyne Gators versus the University Gators. We'll call this the unofficial Gator Bowl. Ballantyne took control early with an interception here. But the ball turns over on the very next play. Ballantyne eventually gets it rolling with this touchdown, and they kept it rolling for the rest of the game. Ballantyne wins in a shutout, 20-0. We move now to the 11U Ballantyne Gators versus University Gators. Ballantyne would take the first bite, scoring first from 15 yards out. They even went for seconds, jumping up to a quick 14-0 on the University Gators. The University Gators would start their comeback, with this 41-yard touchdown. The University Gators would eventually tie the game and go on to win with this 70-yard curtain call touchdown. University Gators win this one 20-28. We move on now to the 14U Gators versus the Gamecocks. Gators attack quick from 20 yards out, going for a touchdown. The Gators would keep rolling with this 39-yard touchdown pass. Gamecocks would eventually find the end zone, but they're just a little too late. Gators win big, 40-8. We're back in GCYAA territory now, where we get a chance to see two familiar teams match up as the Junior Pee Wee Northside Hurricanes take on the Gerrod Redskins. This game was a big-time defense versus big-time defense. Gerrod would get a spark of life with a nice run, scoring on the next play. The Canes drive late but could not convert on the fourth down. Canes lose in a nail-biter, 0-6. The tip of the week this week is to watch and study your sport and your position on the field. One of the best ways that you can learn how to be a better player is to watch other players that are doing the same things that you need to be doing. You can watch at the high school, the collegiate, and the professional level, but always make sure that you see what others have done ahead of you and you can figure out what you need to do as well. Wow, we really saw some great team and individual talent out there. I wonder how they would rank in our pound-for-pound top 20 rankings. You know what? We don't have to wait and find out, because right here, right now, the moment you've been waiting for, we debut our 2013 fall season pound for pound top 20 rankings. We'd like to remind you that every week these rankings will change as we recalculate scores based on how the teams are doing. At the end of the season, we will get to announce our pound for pound 2013 champions of the season. As you can see, we had some really great games going on last weekend, including that unofficial Gator Bowl, where the Ballantine Gators took on the University Gators. In that series, both Gators got a chance to go home with the last bite. The Ballantine Gators came in saying, "See you later, alligator," but the University Gators walked home saying, "After a while, crocodile." Now for this upcoming weekend, we've got the game of the week. It's the Rock Hill Cowboys versus the South Charlotte Rams. Do you think the Cowboys can round up those Rams? Or are the Rams gonna stop the attack and push them on back? All I gotta say is, giddy up and go! This season, we're starting something new, a TCSD sports blog featuring our very own Josh Diggs. Each week, he'll come up with a new topic to write about on our website, and we invite you to join in. Write your comments, find out what you like, whether you agree or not. It'll be a great way to get you involved in what we're doing right here. We also want to remind you to send in those videos, email us those links to you and your friends, your family, your teammates, you by yourself, saying, TCSD, let's go. As we get more and more in, we'll decide which ones we like, maybe all of them, and we'll put them on the show right there next to me. I want to see if you can outdo me. Come on, bring them on in. As always, you can find us right here on YouTube, also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We can't wait to see you next week, and as we say, there you have it.